Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. All right, I got something exciting here. I got a tiger in my pants. Had a tiger in my pants for about 10 or 11 days now. Here it is. Alpha Omega Kydex holsters, made in Texas, for the staccatos and other guns. Let's talk about it. All right, here we are back at the bench with the Alpha Omega Kydex holster made in Texas. Like I said, I've got a tiger in my pants. Been wearing this for about 10 days, 10 or 11 days, really testing it out every single day. You know, driving, sitting, walking, all that good stuff, standing. Been checking it out, seeing what I think about it, and this is my opinion. I didn't want to do a box opening. You know me, I always like to test everything before I do a video on it, because I have tested some things and they haven't met my expectations, and I don't want to waste your time or mine. So here we go. Honest opinion on this bad boy. Again, they are made in Texas, and it is Alpha Omega Kydex holsters. I will leave a link in the comment section if you'd like to pick one up. This was sent in for testing and evaluation. And there's a little bit of difference about this versus other holsters that I wanted to share with you. So I will take this one out. This is my carry gun. Y'all have all seen it. It's loaded, all that good stuff. We will set it to the side. And if you're interested, here's his card. And what he did send was a patch. I love patches. Did send sticker, and it says only alphas, and then it says Alpha Omega Kydex. I think that's a pretty cool sticker. As y'all all know, I'm not really a sticker guy, more of a patch guy, but it was cool that he included it. Also in the bag, you do get a different size wedge. This is the smaller wedge. I have on the larger wedge. So if you want to change it out, you take the screw out right here and simply put that on. So it's real simple. Did send that in the package. The good thing about this one, it does have the DCC clips. This is the monoblock, discrete carry concept clips. These are metal. They are not plastic. I do not like plastic clips. I like metal clips. These are actually very nice. They wear very nicely. So really impressed with these. I believe these are 1.5. You know, it could probably help to have 1.75 for some people's belts. And some people like a little play. However, I have not had a problem because of the way he cut this. Some 1.5 clips, when you put a 1.5 belt in there, the little lock tang, which are these right here, they're probably pretty hard to see. I'll try to see if I can get you, but there's a little tang on there, which actually grabs the bottom of your belt. So if you ripped your pistol out of the holster, it's not going to take the holster with it. So it's a little catch tang. But the way that he cut this, you know, it allows your belt to go a little higher. You've got a little more gap in here, which is actually very beneficial. The 1.75s, if this was super tight against here, you know, super flush, you might have some difficulty leaving the pistol in here and actually removing it all the way from inside your pants while your belt is on and keeping it in the holster. Sometimes you run into that with the 1.5s. However, I did not with this, so I was very surprised. I thought that was going to be a knock right off the bat. But the way he's got it cut, the way he's got it built right here, it actually really works well. So, also the claw. The claw is very helpful. I really do like claws. I prefer the larger for myself. I do carry at the 12 o'clock position, appendix, and this is what I like. A lot of people might go, wow, this is really long. And it is. It's actually made for something, and you'll notice it has a really deep cut here. Since I've pointed these out, everything is really smooth. It's completely molded like CAD, and it is set up for the X300. So really any 2011 with an X300 will fit in here, or all of mine will, let's put it that way. So I've got MPAs, I've got staccatos, you know, every one I've tried fits in here. Also, I did try my single stack 1911 with the Surefire, and it fits in here also. So, and it's longer than 5 inches. So this is about like 5.3 or 5.2 inches, and there's a reason why, and I'll show you. All right, we'll go back to this gun real quickly, and we'll put it in here. Safeties are on, of course. Look at the cut here with your optic. So you've got a good gap there. You know, you're not going to have any optic that's going to come up and hit the holster. I have in the past, and y'all know that if you've followed me. I've had some holsters that weren't cut deep enough for like the SROs and some other optics, so I had to actually go in there and blend them with a wheel myself, and I did a pretty decent job. But this one's already made like that, so it has that. It's also set up for suppressor height sights, and these suppressor height sights are very tall. It's set up for it with no issues. So hardware is really nice. Fit finish is really nice. I love the pattern. He does have his little emblem right here, you know, for alpha only. I don't know how well you can see it. It's like a little sticker kind of thing. But here's the main reason I wanted the longer one. When I carry my P in some of my other holsters, and this one's unloaded, of course, this one is, but when I carry my P with the Threat Cadre comp, part of the comp would actually stick out like quite a bit. But with this is why he designs this, and these are also designed for the Threat Cadre comp. When you put this one in, I mean, it's like right at it. I don't know how well you can see. There is a tad of the comp sticking out. I was under the assumption it would be fully enclosed, but this is not a big deal. My other holster, I mean, about that much of the comp sticks out. I'll remove it here. About that much of the comp sticks out, even on my 5-inch. So, because this is, with all of this setup, it's about 5.3. But there you go right there, just so you can see this one in there. I've also carried it with this P, and look at the SRO. That has a big overhang, and you still have a nice gap there. So you can't get to the trigger. You know, I've tried to stick my fingers in there. You can kind of stick it in here, but I mean, you've got your safety on, so it's not going to go off even if I could. But, you know, and you'll notice the way this is cut, because it has to have this, and this is a little more open. This could be a tad more closed. However, with your safeties on, you know, even if you were to hit this trigger, which I kind of can, it's not going to go off. But I wish this were a little taller. You know, if I could just pick out something, I wish that was a little, like this little gap right here was maybe right here, kind of equal to that one, if I had to pick out something. But is it made nicely? Yes. It does not have, excuse me, it does not have a wedge. Now, you can put different wedges on it, you know, like here's, you know, a padded wedge, so you could stick the wedge here if you chose to. I might end up putting a wedge on here. However, it really hasn't bothered me. I thought it would, but it really hasn't bothered me. The way this is set up, you can actually cinch this down very nicely. This press is, of course, to keep the grip in. That's what a claw is designed for, if people don't know that. So when your belt is in here and it goes through here, you crank down on your belt and it actually pushes this grip into your body. That is what a wedge is, or a claw is designed for. A wedge, when you put it right here, it's actually designed to push the whole gun into your body. So that's how that works. But there's that. So we'll put this back here on the lock stand. I'll also leave a link, like I said, below for alpha only holsters. And also, if y'all are interested in these pistol stands from Lock Grips, I'll leave a link down there also. I love these pistol stands, if y'all know that. In order to release these from the stands, you do have to depress your safety. But here's the MPA carry. Y'all all know I love this pistol. This thing is awesome. It does have the X300 turbo on there. So on this one, you've got the larger gap right here. Not a big deal. Wears really nicely, carries really nicely. But you don't have, you know, of course, the girth or the length. So this is actually made for the long P with the Threat Cadre. However, you can use it for all of your pistols. Your shorts, your compacts, your longs, whatever. It'll fit in here. And of course, he does make other brand or other models of holsters also. I just wanted the staccato and to try that out. But again, if I could really pick out one thing, it would be this right here. Just have this kind of come down a little bit to equal this one, just so I can't get my finger in there. However, you do have your safety here. But, you know, if anything were to hit that trigger, I mean, if I could pull up on that trigger, it's still very difficult to do that. But if I could push up on that trigger, see, it still's not going to go off. But I can get my finger in there. Now, inside your pants, I don't know what else you would have that's small enough to go in there. If you do, you have problems. But, you know, that's just my 2 cents. But anyway, the edges are super smooth. Blended very nicely. You know, no issues there. Super smooth, no sharp edges. You know, no warping or like overheating of the Kydex where it discolors. Also, it's kind of hard to see in here. You do have another hole if you want to change the cant of your claw, or excuse me, of your belt clip, of your monoblock. So you can actually kind of tilt it a little bit if you want to carry it like in the 4 o'clock position or something like that. You do have another cant hole option in here to move the screw. So those of y'all that are looking for, you know, the 330, the 430, whatever, this one will work. You can just remove the claw. But really liking it. You know, the pattern is an upgrade. There's some upgrades on this one, but you can go onto his website. Like, again, I will leave a link below. I don't have a coupon code or anything like that to save you money, but the prices on these are actually very, very nice. Very surprised. His turnaround time, I believe, was about maybe 3 weeks, something like that. So just keep that in mind. And he usually notes on there, you know, what his lead time is. But he does do a lot of holsters. So just wanted to share this with you. But I think this is a very good option. Anybody who's looking for a 2011 holster or something like that, check out Alpha Omega Kydex holsters. Again, here's his information. You know, I will leave the link in the comment section below. For the holsters and also for the lock stands if y'all are interested. And I do have a discount code for the lock stands. But I appreciate y'all so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things like that, please let me know below. I have plenty of holsters for the 2011, but I did like the length of this one to wear with the Threat Cadre comp, because some other holsters I've worn, the comp kind of rubs, you know, sticking out. It'll kind of rub you. You know, in your pelvic region. But anyway, appreciate y'all so much. Remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.